Hello students, welcome again to our today's video session class. So in the last online class and last video also, I have done page up to page number 30 of chapter number 2, physical and chemical change. So by continuing this chapter today again, I will start from page number 31. You see. So the thing that we are going to learn today, that is the chemical change, that I have already explained you, that the changes in which original substances transform into a new substances are called chemical change. Means when a substance changes transformed into a new substance, that type of changes are called chemical change, which has a totally whose chemical compositions are different of the original substance. So chemical change means change in the chemical properties of a substance due to formation of new substance. So what is chemical change? Chemical change. So when we talk about chemical change, what we say, so new substances are formed. So since the new substances are formed, so we can say, so the chemical property of the original substance also changes. So here chemical properties also changes. Okay. For example, if I say hydrogen plus oxygen. So this is in gaseous state. Oxygen is also gaseous state. But when we react them, what we get? H water. We get water. So it is a liquid. So two gases we are getting a liquid. So the property of a liquid, chemical property and physical property of liquid, totally different from the properties of hydrogen and oxygen. Physically, hydrogen is gaseous, oxygen is gaseous, but water is a liquid. Hydrogen itself is a very combustible gas, but oxygen helps in the combustion, whereas water helps to put off fire. So many by properties chemical they are quite different. So what we'll see today, the main feature of chemical change. So there is a change in physical appearance. So first is the change in physical appearance. Characteristics of is change in physical appearance. So you can see here both are gases and water are liquids. So physical appearance is different. Original substances undergo a chemical composition to form a new substance. So chemical composition also changes. Chemical composition also changes. Okay. So new substances are formed, chemical property changes, physical property changes, appearance changes, chemical composition changes, etc. Like physical change, there is no gain. There is no gain in physical change and chemical, but there is a change. But in a loss of mass, no loss of mass or gain of mass is there. Like a physical change, so no gain or loss of mass takes place. Okay. Chemical changes are usually difficult and reverse to change, means these are irreversible change. Irreversible change. Irreversible change. So these changes involve considerable amount of energy composed to physical changes. So because chemical change involve rearrangement of atoms and molecules. So here the fifth property, rearrangement of atoms and molecules takes place. Atoms and molecules takes place. Okay, so rearrangement of atoms and molecules takes place. Chemical changes are generally accompanied by specific characteristics also. So they have specific characteristics. So we can see so many lots of examples are there in your book. You can see like rusting of iron, germination of seed, cooking of food, formation of dough, curdling of milk, ripening of fruit, growing of old, bursting of crackers, nitrogen fixation, combustion of fuels, and action of medicine on are some examples of chemical changes. So rusting of iron takes place in air due to the essential for air and moisture to take place in the presence of moist air. When iron are exposed in moist air, layer of iron ferric oxide formed on it. This is called eye rust. Is a chemical change. So combustion is the substance combined with oxygen. Here combustion is also oxygen. Combustion takes place when something catches fire. So these are also called chemical change. So in our geography also, there are with weathering of rocks, formation of soil, formation of fuel, formation of rocks, eruptions of volcanic, chemical are all chemical changes. Some biological processes are also there which comes under chemical changes like photosynthesis, digestion, respiration, etc. Metamorphosis, germination, pollination, all comes under chemical changes. So many chemical changes are sometimes, I said the chemical changes are irreversible change, but sometimes chemical changes are reversible also, like the physical change. Physical change are reversible, but sometimes they are irreversible also. But as I said, the irreversible physical changes that I have said you in the last video. So now here the change in that is chemical changes are generally irreversible change, but sometimes chemical changes are reversible also. For example, if I write the heating, if you heat CaCO3 on heating, it gives CaO plus CO2. Okay. So if you continuing the heating, again calcium oxide reacts with carbon dioxide to become again calcium carbonate. Similarly, when you heat nitrogen plus hydrogen at 500 about 500 degrees Celsius, what you get? So yes. So when nitrogen and hydrogen are heated up to 500 degrees Celsius, it will give ammonia, NH3. But if you heat it more than 500 degrees Celsius, ammonia will break to form again nitrogen and hydrogen. So these chemical changes are, once it is up to some condition, they are reversible, but after some conditions they are irreversible also. So these are the main points of chemical changes and physical changes. Now the difference between, you have to go through the table number 21. You can see here physical and chemical changes difference. So it cannot be represented